Hey guys, it's Jay here. Today's date is the 9th of the 11th, 2022. Sorry it's been a while since I made a video. She's been busy with work and stuff, you know how it goes. Life gets busy. Anyway, life in Victoria is really good. I'm glad I moved back here. It's probably the best decision I could have made. Safe to say I wouldn't be moving back to the Sunshine Coast or Queensland anytime soon. It's just not diverse enough. Being back here and coming back like fully transitioned, it's a lot better. When you tell people that you're trans here, there's no awkward dick questions or anything like that. They're kind of like, oh, cool man, would never have guessed that one, good on you. And that's it. So that's quite refreshing to be around open-minded people in a more diverse community. It's really cool. Anyway, this video I'm making tonight is about packing. So my first packer 7 years ago was a soft packer, one of these ones. This would be the second one I've got. The first one I had, I think I gave it away, but this one was one I did a review on it when I was about, only a couple of months on testosterone, and I've had it ever since. So soft packers are obviously not used for sex or STP because it's got a flat back. It's just there to fill your pants, which I find very helpful when it comes to wearing certain shorts and jeans, because when you put something on and you're quite flat at the front, if you've got something in the front, it fills your pants out and they sit a bit better, not to mention you have a small bulge. Now, I was wearing my STP quite a lot as a filler in my pants, but what I do for work is quite physical. And it moves around a lot, and it's uncomfortable because it's got the balls behind the penis. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out my other videos, and you'll see the difference between a soft packer and an STP. So I barely use my STP. I use it for sex every now and then, but I'm finding these days it doesn't really do it for me. Like, I'm having trouble getting off using the STP, like the pack and play. It's just not doing it for me. So it pretty much just sits in my drawer and collects dust. So that's a waste of $450. But anyway, I met up with another trans man a few weeks ago, and he gave me a really cool tip about soft packing. So when I use a soft packer, I usually just pop it down the front of my jocks, and it's kind of like rubbing it up against me, and it's uncomfortable and it hurts, and so I stopped using it. But this guy, he was like about 9 years my senior, so a lot older, and he's been on testosterone forever, like forever and ever and ever. So he had some really cool tips. So soft packing, this is going to be a life changer, guys. What you need to do, go to Kmart, Big W, anything like that. You want to buy a pair of jocks that doesn't have the open fly. So you just want one that's kind of like flush at the front. You know what I mean? So it's got no pouch, it's just sewn up. Now, what you got to do when you get these undies is when you have a look on the inside, there's two parts of material. So it kind of like has a pouch in between. It's hard to show in the video, but there is a pouch. So all you're going to do is get a pair of scissors. I've already done this to all my jocks. And you're going to cut a slit in the top. See how I put a hole in there? And in there is like a pouch. You can actually see that, I can put my hand down there and nothing's going to come out. So this is so cool. Get your soft packer. You don't need a big split or like a slit in your pants because soft packers are quite soft. All you're going to do is pop it into that split that you've made in your jocks. Just pop it in. It's hard to do on the video. I'm just going to pop it in that little hole that I showed you. You do have to adjust a little bit, so you're just going to get your hand in there, get it to sit right. Now, the beauty about these undies is that they're sewn down the bottom, so there's nowhere for this to go. So my soft packer is now in my jocks, as you can see. Look at that. Now, because it's sewn down the bottom, down the back here, there's nowhere for it to go. It's not going to fall out. The material is in between you and the flat pack, so there's no rubbing, no irritation. Great in stomachs. We all know it gets a bit hot and yucky down there sometimes when you're packing. This has changed my life. Look. So, you have to do it. You get a pair of these, like, I bought a 5-pack of these jocks for like $20. Came home and got a pair of like sewing scissors, something small, and just cut a small slit in it, and you just pop your packer in. And honestly, I've worn it since I've done this. I've probably done it about 3 or 4 times now. It's definitely made pants feel better. I feel more confident because there is definitely something down there. And then at the end of the day, when you're finished with it, you just pop it out. It just squeezes out. Like I said, you don't need a big slip because it's soft and it just pops out. And then you jocks it back to normal. How cool is that? So that's taken me 7 years to learn this. So I'm almost 8 years on testosterone. So I'm 8 in May next year. So yeah, I still wash it. Like, I probably don't have to wash it every single time because it's not touching me. I'm not sweating on it. So I still do look after it. Like, it's got a few splits in it. So I definitely need to buy a new Mr. Olympia. I think they're called Mr. Olympia. They're like $20 online. So those of you that are starting out that don't have a lot of money, $20 online. You can get a 3-pack of Jocks if you wanted to for like $12. Put a small slit in it. Pop your little soft packer in there and you've got a bulge. It changed everything for me in the last couple of weeks. It's been great. So, you know, sometimes you go out and you want something down there, but like I said, my STP is too big. It's uncomfortable. So, yeah, that was awesome. Apart from that, I really haven't got much more to talk about. So it's just a real quick video about soft packing. Yeah, apart from that, life is pretty good. I'm single. I've been single for quite a while now. You know, I'm still friends with my ex. We live together. It's a weird situation, but it works for us. Like, we're best of mates. So if your balance is right, you can definitely be friends with your exes if you understand each other and respect each other enough for it to work. She's a super cool chick, you know, very supportive in everything that I've done. We didn't work out for reasons that we don't need to go into, but we came out on the better side of life. So I'm pretty happy with that, but I do plan to stay single for quite a while. I've got no interest in dating at all for now. It's just easy for me to stay single. It's safer for me to stay single, I feel. So I've got my friends and I've got my family, and that's all I pretty much need, and my fur baby. So I'm at that point in my life where I don't need a relationship to feel whole. Hopefully one day I'll be able to have another relationship, but right now it's just not something I can actually do. It's not something I just can't do it. But anyway, I hope you're all doing really well and life is good, and we'll chat soon. Ciao.